France's interior minister has named a French national as likely being involved in the terrible crimes. CNN's Atika Schubert joins us now live from CNN London. And Atika, what more are we learning about this video?
Well, Micah, it's very different from previous videos that have been released featuring Western hostages. In those previous videos, the hostages were paraded out wearing orange jumpsuits, and they spoke directly to the camera, talking this ISIS propaganda. This time, we never see Peter Kassig alive. We simply see his body, and standing over him is the masked militant with the British accent, who we've come to know here in the British press as Jihadi John. And it's tacked on at the end of a 15-minute video, and most of that video is sort of a long propaganda history of ISIS. Part of that video is that brutal mass killing that you just mentioned of more than a dozen Syrian soldiers. That killing also led by Jihadi John and a number of other ISIS militants who can be very visibly identified. So what investigators are doing now is looking at that video, trying to identify every single fighter there, and also locate where exactly the events in this video might have taken place.
Atika, do we know why there has been this change? And what do we know about what the French are saying this morning?
Well, what the French are saying is that they appear to have identified one of the fighters. They put out a name, Maxime Hochard, as one of the fighters that has traveled to Syria to join ISIS. Now, they are just one country that's looking. We've also been talking to authorities here in the UK about the possibility of a British fighter there. Also, it looks like there may be fighters from Indonesia, for example. So what they're really trying to highlight in this video is it's sort of ISIS's global reach. And it really is two parts to this video. The first 15 minutes almost are devoted to this ISIS propaganda on the growing caliphate and how much global reach they have. And then the second part of the video seems to be this much smaller part with Peter Kassig, and that production value of that last bit is really just seems to have been tacked on. And there's been a lot of questions as to whether this shows that ISIS is under pressure and this is a sign of their growing desperation, that they simply sort of tacked this on at the end of this propaganda video.